Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about our Playwright. Our next topic is a locators. Locator, not locators, it is a locator. Okay, what is the difference between the locator and locators means? See, when you see about for Java, Selenium, or like in Python with Selenium, or any programming language with the Selenium, you can able to see there are set of locators are presented. Okay, if you go for any Selenium side, you can have some set of locators that is called ID and name and XPath and CSS selector, so on, and we have so many locators also presented, right? But our Playwright, it is not providing this many locators. Okay, they are providing for only locator. Sorry, a locator, a method can able to provide all the kind of options. What are the things you want to do? That everything we can able to do it by using our locator itself. Okay, how we can able to inspect and how we can able to click our element means we can able to see in the previous videos also. We have whenever you want to fill, we can able to use the fill concept to using for value, and locator it will take for the path of that. Okay, most of the time it will take for XPath or CSS selector, any one of them it will take. Okay, and then based upon that we can able to write our path and we can able to particular one we can find it using our locator. Okay, and if you mouse over in that locator also, it will provide some set of options. We can see the def locator itself, we can able to select and has text and the pattern, what type of pattern has which one locator. If you see that the object which is the provider, right, the method returns an element locator that can be used to perform the action on the page or frame. It will do for operation on a frame as well as page also. Okay, a locator is resolved to element immediately before performing an action. Anytime if you are performing any action, right, before it will pick everything and it will work with the DOM itself, because it will directly communicate it with the particular one. And also it is take the two arguments, one is selector or, and also it will ask you for as underscore test. This is optional, but selector is a mandatory. Has underscore test and has, these are not mandatory one. If you want, you can able to provide. If you don't want, you can you don't want to pay, provide that information into that particular one. Okay, and I'm going to use it for this particular browser context, and I'm going to use for this registration page one. Okay, the previous which I created, right, that one I'm going to reusing one more time. Okay, what exactly it will do it means, first we are creating the browser instant. In the browser instant we are creating the content of that particular browser, which is the content comes to the browser. That browser we are going to navigate into this particular user. I'm going to take this registration page. Okay, and the registration page, if you see here, this is my registration page. I want to find locator based upon these particular elements. Okay, one by one we'll see into the page how we can able to identify. Please understand the flow. Okay, don't think for Selenium ID and name, XPath, CSS selector. Those all the things don't remember it, because this completely flow is a different. Okay, don't take the same thing. It will work here also. Okay, we have some set of locators also, but that locator is not working as expected. But we can say there are couple of locators which are presented our documentation. Okay, that all are it will cover into next video sessions. Okay, but we can able to see here it is there locate by CSS or XPath, or you can able to locate by text ID, locate by title, locate by alternative text, locate by text, locate by placeholder, locate by label, and locate by role. If you use the locate by role placeholder, it will provide some information, which is the input is presented and the type email placeholder is presented, that particular element. And if you want to fill the data into that particular text box place, you can able to use that page dot get underscore element by placeholder, and you can provide here and fill that particular value. This all the things we'll see into different video session time. Okay, and here we are going to understanding for what is locator, how many ways we can able to provide, and how many ways we can able to work our elements. Okay, these things we are going to see in this video. Okay, and this all the things we'll learn into next video session one by one. Okay, now here our concept, now we are going to pick for locator. In this locator, I'm going to use for to picking for this context. Okay, which is a context. How we can able to pick the context means we can able to see now the context will work using for locator. This is I'm going to make it for locator as a button. In that button having text, which is a field, I'm going to pick it, right? And here we can able to say page dot locator. Okay, here you can able to see there are two options, selector and has text. I'm going to use for as text. Okay, when it will work means when it is having some text of that particular element, right? That moment we can able to use the tag, and which is the tag having this inbuilt of value, that based upon that it will pick for that. Okay, how it will pick and how it will click. If you click this one, right, you can able to see fill please fill the field. Okay, this is a message we are going to get it. And for that, now I'm going to same thing, I'm going to do it here. My locator is button. Okay, and making for comma here has text. Now I'm going to make it for my text here. Okay, once it is presented, I need to click for that particular button because I want to see my error message. Okay, just I'm going to save it here. Now you can see simple, which you can able to get it for error now. Okay, we can able to use it that but has text, and it will capture that submit button, and it will easily click for that particular one. PyTest -v -s browser, and I'm going for Chromium browser. Okay, and I'm going for headed because we need to see for UI, and I'm going to use for my Playwright folder, and that folder, what is the one, ours is test underscore locator locators.py. Now you can see it will run it our browser, and it will click that particular element. See, now you can see, right, this message is coming. Okay, this is a one format to click by using for this locator by using for hash text. Okay, this is a one format. Okay, and even we have some other format which we can able to use it to mouse overing time. If you want to use the links, now we can able to come to here. See, there is a links, it is coming, right? If you mouse over, so even it is not clicking, but we can able to mouse over in that particular element, and we can able to find it. And if I'm going to use it for inspecting for this particular element, you can able to see tag is a and value is has text. Okay, but now I'm not going to use it this has text. I'm going to use for different one. Okay, uh, different methods we are going to use it now. I'm going to use it for link underscore text, and I'm providing for my page dot locator. In this locator, what I can do right here, text, and I'm providing for the text what is our switch. I'm providing for switch. Okay, and the switch I'm providing. Now what exactly the link text is presented, this value. Okay, this is the value it will present. In case in the page, if that switch 2 is presented, it will capture that value and it will store into here. Now what I want to do, now we are just a mouse over in that place and I want to see this pop up. Okay, now you can see here link text dot has over, it will take to that particular location, it will over into that particular file. Okay, now we can run and see. This is the simplest one, and don't think for entire Selenium locators. This is a locator, it is using for, you can see that pop-up also coming, just using to finding the web element and different formats. Okay, not for the similar format, it's a bit of a different. Okay, but it is supporting for all the locators, id name also it will support and everything, but we can able to using for different options. Okay, now that is the one, it is completed. Now this another format is there, we can able to fill into the text box. I want to fill the text box value. Okay, in this text box I want to fill my value. How we can able to do it? If you mouse over and you can see this is a first name, it is there, and you can able to see all the things are presented here. We can pick any one and we can able to do it our path creation, right? And here I'm going to use it for my placeholder, and the placeholder I'm going to use for my value. Input. Now you can able to see, right, the particular XPath is working. CSS not okay. Okay, no problem, and I'm taking for XPath for to finding. Okay, now I'm going to use it for here to fill my data, page dot locator, and I'm going to use for my locator and dot a fill. Dot fill I'm going to use for Lokesh. Okay, this is the one I'm going to do it. Now you can see here, now it will fill the data into that particular text box. See, Lokesh is printed, right? And we have another format way to print uh, send the information into text box also. Okay, it is very rarely we can able to use. Without locator also we can able to fill the data. You can able to see the fill having two attributes, one is selector and another one is value, which value you want to print for that particular one. If I use this one also, see my path this one, and I'm going to fill for Lokesh. Okay, and the first one I'm going to make it for comment, and if I run this one, we are going to use a very rare case, but most this also it will help you to print or send the information into the text box. You can able to see the location is presented here. Okay, this is another format to print our value into the text box also. Okay, and the final one we are going to see here today, that is drop down value. How we can able to pick the drop down value. Now you can see here the down, if you come to here, there is a country field. If you inspect this particular element, it is having here. Okay, it is having here, and you can able to see here, once you move over it and expanding, it will select the country, it will present, and the select country having n number of values. Okay, n number of values. Each one of them, how many values it is presented inside that, how we can able to. And our case is basically what will happen. If you take as an Selenium or Python or any language, selector is basically using for our select operation purpose. We are going to take for web element, which is the name of that selector is presented that selector, right? We can able to directly finding for that selector option. And if you go to top, this is our selector country is presented. We can able to find that country and we can able to identify our XPath and we can able to do it, right? But here we are going to a different approach. I'm going to use for our locator to identify. I'm going to use for my select ID is presented hash and I'm going to provide my hash. You can see our path is presented, but I want to read all the options inside the select is presented. I'm going to give a small space and option. You can see there are 11 options presented inside our select position. I'm going to copy paste into my notepad. This is my XPath, sorry, CSS selector path. I'm going to based upon that we are going to see here our size, like a count how many is presented here is you can able to the UI. There are 11 is presented. Okay, and the 11 whether we are able to get it or not. A page dot a locator, and the locator I'm going to mentioning this one. Okay, for we need to get the size, right? I'm going to use for select underscore size and I'm going to equal and I'm going to print my size, select size dot, and we can able to use for count. This count will give you how many is there. Okay, how many values are present. You can able to simplest format, you can able to provide the string also to identify, like understanding purpose, size of select drop down. Okay, I'll explain here is a simple format. Okay, in the later video sessions we will learn for more in depth of that also. Okay, just I'm going to run this particular program. See, if you open the console, you can able to see that as drop down values are 11 is present. We are also got for 11. Then how to rotate our 11 options. Okay, how to display. Just a simplest format. Here we can able to use a select size a dot all text is the one. There are two things we can able to use. All, sorry, three total. All text contains all inner text. Okay, these are the three options are presented. We can able to use any one of them and we can able to get the text from that drop down. I'm going to use for all the text contains. Okay, for this we need to store for one list format because it is 11, right? 11 it will print for one list format. Then I'm going to use for list select is a variable created and I'm going to store here. Now I'm going to print whether we are able to list out that all the information here. You can see here there are 11 is present, but I want to print one by one. I don't want to print all it in one time, right? For this we can able to use it another format, that is for loop. For loop a list I'm going to use in list selected. Okay, in the list selected I'm going to print one by one value, print, and I'm going to use for lists. Okay, if now you can see now it will print for one by one. one by one country name. See, all the 11 it is printed here. Okay, all the 11 options are presented here, but I want to jump. If once my India is presented, I want to break the loop. Okay, I want to break the loop. How we can able to use means we can able to use the if condition. If India is equal to leads, okay, then I going to use for break. It will break the loop. The clicking for the link and all we can able to see in the later video session. Okay, the links again I'm going to explain one more time, and here is the simplest format I'm going to explain you here. Okay, the drop down value it is showing here, and the links also I'll show you in the later video session with the clear information. Okay, now you can see after India it is break the loop, and you can able to say the class is presented. Okay, this is the one having for locator. Okay, understand this one, and next video session will go for some more information about for our Playwright. Okay, this is all about it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.